Welcome to Lysam's Living, baby. We off that 65-day juice fast, and I know y'all been dying to hear the results. So I'm back at it on this video. I know it's been a little bit, but it's just been crummy weather around. Well, that's however you want to look at it, crummy or not, but it's been cold. It's been not ideal weather for me personally. I need to be in the tropics, man. Humans are tropical creatures. Anyway, got a nice little sun coming out behind me. I'm feeling good. 65 days on juice. It was incredible. It was incredible. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Honestly, I didn't even want to stop at 65 days. I wanted to keep it going. I was feeling so good. I was feeling so great. I was on whole different mind states. But, you know, you got earthly stuff going on. There was, Thanksgiving going on. So I wanted to be halfway normal and eat a big salad at my Thanksgiving. So that was my big first bowl of greens, my big salad, my Superman salad. It was off the hook. So 65 days on juice. To anyone that's new to this channel and hasn't been following, let me just let you know I drank about a half gallon of lemon ginger blast. That's a green juice. I'll put that in the description below if you don't know what that is. I made another video on it titled The Best Green Juice in the World, and it is a half gallon of green juice, a half gallon of fruit juice, whether that was apples, oranges, grapes, whatever I could get that was cost effective. And then so that was a gallon, carried me through the day. And then I did another 32 ounces of carrot juice at night. So a quart of carrot juice at night. That was my typical day. 1 1/4 gallon of juice. That was my typical day. However, there was days where I went 1 gallon of juice. There was days where I had lots of activity levels. I was at the gym, I was playing ball, I went on runs. I cranked it up to 1 3/4 gallons juice. Maybe some days I pushed it to 2 gallons juice. I just listened to my body, and that's what you really got to do. You got to listen to your body and give it everything it needs. Because when you juice fast like this and you're drinking a lot of juice, yeah, you might have some detox symptoms, but you're going to be energized. You get past that hump. You're not going to feel down and sluggish, and it's not going to be, oh, I'm on a juice fast, oh, this sucks. It's going to be, yo, I'm on a juice fast, baby. It's a big difference. That's why also it's amazing to do, and you can keep it, water fasting, you got to take a complete break from life. And yeah, water fasting might be another level of healing on another notch, going down to a deeper cellular level. But juice fasting, extended juice fast, we're talking 30, 60, 90, 100 days, can do some pretty good for you as well. So some of the benefits, what were some of the benefits? Well, right off the bat, the energy was crazy. It was off the hook. I was vibing so high. My biophotons were up in the 110,000 range, baby. If you don't know what biophotons are, I'll link that video in the description down below. I just did a video on biophotons as well. I was connected. My intuition actually increased a little bit. Man, I had lots of energy. I was pumping through work, man. The days were flying by, the weeks were flying by. Time was literally flying by. My vibration was getting that much higher. I was that much more connected to Mother Earth, where I could feel the sensation of time speeding up, as this increased consciousness of a time we're living in right now. I just really felt that. I mean, 65 days in a snap. And I had so much energy. I would go to the gym and I would play ball for like 3-4 hours, and I would just keep going and going and going, baby. Sometimes I would bring like apple juice with me and just, keep that carbohydrate fuel tank up when I was drinking. But other times I didn't even need that. I just kept going and going and going. I had lots of energy, and I was running circles around people. And another benefit, my sights, all my sights improved, all of them. My smell, my taste, my hearing, my vision, everything sharpened up, sharp, sharp, sharp. But really the smell. I had been living at this place for a year and a half, and when I got on this juice fast, I started to realize, man, this carpet in my bedroom kind of stinks. It kind of smells like a dog that was here before I moved in or something. And I've never smelled that. And I've been raw vegan for a long time, and I never got to that level where I could smell that until I got on the juice fast. I would get on public transportation and I would just smell the sickness and smell the disease on people. And I mean, from 5, 10, 15 feet away, whatever, if that person was emitting something like that, I could smell it. And Lord, I wanted to go up to them and, you know, give them a consultation, just talk to them and get them on the healing vibe. But most people don't want it. Most people aren't ready to hear it. Only if you want to hear it. Only if you're on a mission to hear it will you accept it. Otherwise, it just bounce right off, and most people don't give a dang. Yeah, so my energy, my athletics improved. My sleep, I didn't need much sleep at all. Typically, I only need a good, I need 6 hours or so, and I'm ready to roll on this raw vegan diet. But on this juice fast, I found that there's some nights I was only sleeping like 4 hours, sometimes 3 hours. I would get home super late if I was doing something and get right back up, and in my mindset, I would have, oh, it's gonna be a long day, I didn't get much sleep. But I would start getting that juice down, and an hour or two in the morning, I forgot I even had a lack of sleep that night. I was rolling, baby, I was rolling. As a matter of fact, it was hard to even get to sleep sometimes. I had so much just energy, man. My vibration was so high, it was hard to get to sleep. I sat there, meditated, breathing exercises, all my normally stuff I usually do, and I just could not get to sleep. It was nuts, but it was great too. You can call that a side effect if you want. Yeah, man, it was awesome. What else? Going to the bathroom. Let's talk about that. Ooh, the taboo, the dirty subject. You pee a lot. You pee an awful lot. I was peeing, but it was good. I could see some asses being flushed out. Number 2, the BM stopped after, I would say, 3 or 4 days of juice fasting for me personally. Other people may have a quite different experience. I did a lot of detoxing in the past. This is my first juice fast, keep in mind, and it was an extended one, 65 days. But prior to this, man, I've done every parasite protocol in the book, all the the clove and the black walnut holes and the wormwood tinctures. Did all of those. I did all of the psyllium husk and bentonite clay shakes. I've done all these different pills, all these different capsules, all these different tinctures. I've done water fasts, just all kinds of different detoxes and all kinds of different pills and shit, all kinds of different stuff. And I wasn't expecting a whole lot to come out of me. I already felt like I was pretty darn clean. So about 3 or 4 days, I stopped having the BMs regularly. And then after that, there's still a little bit of fiber in the juices I was drinking. So I would still have a BM maybe, if naturally, like maybe anytime, like one small one a day to maybe every 3 days, a small one. Now keep in mind, I wanted to keep the bowels flushing during this to keep the toxins rolling out. So I did do some enemas on days where I wasn't having BMs. Yes, like Sam's does, do some enemas. That's a whole nother video. I ain't afraid to talk about it. Cause you know what? This healing game is life, baby, and I love it, and it's crucial. And if you're going, ew, enema, you probably need an enema. Anyways, enough of that. So lots of stuff being flushed out of me, lots of acids. I lost 13 pounds. At the start, I was 160. By the time I finished, I dropped down to 147. Now I did baseline at that 147 range, and I didn't budge too much more from that. I wasn't going down, down, down. I baselined at that, and I kind of stayed there from where I was at. It didn't look like I lost a whole lot in my body or in my face or anything. I think a lot of it was internal, getting a lot of this pounds of crud out, but I did trim up a little bit. I did get a little leaner. The things, what else? Things I supplement with on the juice fast. I did do some spirulina, to get some of that extra protein and not lose too much muscle mass. And I did do some spirulina, a tablespoon or two or something a day. And I did continue my B12 spray that I do. Maybe I'll do a video on what subs I take. But yeah, and then so spirulina, B12, and I was taking D3 drop as well, because I do live in the Pacific Northwest. The sun is hiding a lot during this fall and winter season, so I didn't want to get the winter blues, as they call them, or whatever. So I kept the D3 up, I kept the B12, I kept spirulina. That's it. I didn't do hemp oil. That's not really oil. It's an oil. It's not really a supplement, but I did take hemp oil, organic cold pressed hemp seed oil. I did do that. Not every day, but when days I feel I needed a little more fat in me, a little bit more grounding, a little bit more stabilization, I did do the hemp oil. Other than that, nothing extra, nothing special. It was incredible. It was one of the best experiences of my life, and I recommend it for anybody and everybody. And a lot of people were asking me when I broke the fast, how did I break the fast? I broke it smooth. I broke it very, very well. There's a quote, any fool can fast, but it takes a wise man to break a fast. And that's absolutely true. Because once you get in that mind state of, I can eat again, boy, you want to get everything, this and that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and you just want to go ham on everything. No meat though. And yeah, it was crazy. When I started eating, my jaw literally was sore if I was chewing on some stuff real hard. Chewing and chewing and chewing. It was nuts. It was like a feeling I've never felt in my life. I had to retune my jaw again. But it was great. I broke the fast with prunes. And it's called the prune test. You soak some prunes, I believe it was 8 ounces of prunes, overnight in water, and you eat them the next day. And when you eat the prunes the next day, that's a very laxative food. So you should see them go out of you within 1, 2, 3 hours at most, I'd say. And if those things fly out of you and you see chunks of them and you know that's the prunes and you know you're pretty clean. If not, you should continue juice fasting. Yeah, and believe me, I saw them come out of me pretty quick. I had to be them literally an hour and a half mark. Boom, there goes the prunes. And then a little bit later, some more prunes. So I passed the prune test, so I continued eating some food. And after that, I just stuck with juicy fruits. I did a juicy fruit meal later that day. I did two juicy fruit meals the next day. And then the third day I was kind of back eating a bunch of fruit and smoothies, and I did incorporate some greens into some blender smoothies, and I waited until about 6 days later, and I had some kale, some massaged kale. So I did slowly get back into the greens, and then as I said earlier, till the Thanksgiving time, I did have a nice big, probably 3-4 pound salad. And I was back on my grind, and that digested great. I felt great. It felt so good to crunch those tender greens again. It felt so good to eat those tomatoes again. Oh my gosh, those tomatoes were off the hook. Oh, it felt great. And threw some avocado in there, got some fat back in. It was great. It feels good. Everything's good, everything's great. It took me to a whole nother level. You know, every day I try to bring myself to a whole nother level, and this was definitely climbed some levels for me. I'm back to eating solid foods, I'm chewing, I'm still juicing. I'm still doing some juicing, and during those days when I was breaking the fast, when I was eating some juicy fruit meals, I was still juicing those days so I can get the calories in me, so I didn't shock the system with all the fiber. And that's a good tip, you should too. Woo! Right now I got this persimmon, look at it, boink, boink, boink. Very, very ripe. This thing is squishy. You see, you want your persimmon to be squishy. You don't want it to be an apple. You chew open a persimmon like an apple, you're gonna have a bad time. That's not how they're meant to be eaten. Just like a peach, you don't bite into a peach like an apple. You want them soft, ooey, gooey. Most fruits you want it to be, you know, soft to the touch. So how does it feel to eat again? Let me show you. This is so heavenly. This is so heavenly. God, permission. Permission. I'm on a persimmon high already. I can't even talk. Persimmons are a beautiful thing. They are a gorgeous thing. When you get them nice and plump and ripe, and you get these organic ones that don't have that chemical smell in the skin, because some of them do. It's amazing. If you don't like persimmons, you've never had a good one. This is perfect human food right here. See that? Just gooey. Just so gooey. Oh, it's dripping. It's so obvious we were made to eat fruit. It's the only thing that attracts us in nature, attracts to us. Wow. Alright guys and gals, I'm gonna finish this persimmon here. Let you go before it gets too wild. Wow. I just wanted to share that experience with y'all. I think I nailed everything I wanted to. Light Sam's out. Peace.